Red stripe, Premier League. I miss one bag of gold medal pan me now. Red stripe alone champion boy go. Banner pour them a singing anthem. Red stripe, watcha. Band shall I be the forward boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy score. Every goal win a run from boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy now. Pop down we run the marathon boy. The bush never be the daddy champion boy fan. Nah man I don't a songsters boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy. Yeah yo.
Semi-final time in the Red Stripe Premier League. The first stop Clarendon for this clash between Portmore United and UWI, and Portmore drew first blood. Ricardo Morris in the 5th minute giving Portmore the lead. UWI worked themselves back into the game though. This cross from Ramon Reed, the header finish from Gervin Brown 1-1, and the college men went ahead. The substitute Patrick Brown slamming this one home for 2-1 to the UWI. So the first leg of semi-final 1 ending 2-1 to UWI over Portmore United. Tonight, right now, we are at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex in South St. Andrew for this monumental clash between Arnett Gardens and Humble Lions. Humble Lions, the champions of the regular season. That's the crowd building all the time. We will have a bumper crowd here inside the Tony Spalding Sports Complex to see this match. That's Mark Golding there in the tan jacket. He is the MP designate for South St. Andrew. He is leader of opposition business in the Senate. That's Lester Mike Henry and his wife Dawn. They are the principals of the Humble Lion Football Club, here to support his boys. And that's a very colorfully dressed Humble Lion fan. Look at the hairstyle. Wow. She is going all out in support of the men from Clarendon. And other coaches are here too. That's Glendon Admiral Bailey in the white shirt with the blue collar, looking at the crowd. And this is fantastic. It's a wonderful evening, and I'm handing you over now to our commentators, Donald Oliver and Meron Gordon.
Hello and welcome to the Tony Spalding Sports Complex for Monday Night Football, and specifically the first leg of a semi-final encounter which promises to be an engrossing affair, as Arnett Gardens, who dethroned Montego Bay United to get here against Humble Lion with a championship air around them already after winning the league portion of the RSPL. Two teams backed by arguably the two most rabid sets of supporters in the country collide on the lights inside the place they call jungle. The irony not lost among the supporters from Clarendon, hoping that the Lion will not sleep tonight. Wherever you're watching, welcome to the theatre of football entertainment. For this evening, mouth-watering intensity is what awaits us here. A 5-course meal, we hope, is about to be served. My name is Donald Oliver. With me is Meron Gordon. Nerves are charged in the atmosphere, Meron. What are your thoughts on the battle ahead?
I'm expecting a cracker, Donald. You have a Humble Lion team that I think is the most organized team. One of the team that is well-oiled, well-drilled defensively and plays very dangerous on the counter-attack. And then you have a Arnett Garden team who decided that any team is going to beat them, they have to outscore them because they are a running team and they're going to run for 90+ minutes.
Well, the teams now will pause as the greeting party will make their way out to the middle. Rashima Kelly of Red Stripe is in the greeting party, as well as Michael Ricketts, the Clarendon FA president, as well as Mr. Omar Davis also in the greeting party, as well as they greet Humble Lion first before they go across to meet the Arnett Gardens unit. And the teams having emerged from the tunnel and walk into the unknown. What they do know, however, is that all is not lost or won tonight. There's still a second leg to look forward to. Arnett Gardens, however, would be advised that an advantage is crucial, although you just need to go back a couple of seasons ago when an advantage wasn't necessary for Arnett Gardens against Humble Lion. The first leg actually ended 1-1 right here at the Tony Spalding Sports Complex. The second leg ended 3-2 in favor of Arnett Gardens. Now let's look at the starting lineup for both teams. Damian Hyatt is in goal. In front of him, skipper O'Neill Thompson, Visional Harris, Renee Lloyd, Marvin Morgan, who scored the winner in that second leg at Effortville 2 seasons ago. Fabian Reed, Lennox Russell will be the point person up front. Keneal Hyde, Jamar Martin, Javer Johnson, and Dasha Satchwell, of course, the head coach, Jerome Waite. And there's the formation for you. What are your thoughts, Maron?
The Arnett Garden team is always a team, Donald, that is always running and running at people. If you see the way that they line up, you know that they are going all out for this one. So let us see if they master what they do tonight.
We expect Keneal Hyde to probably drift on the wing on a couple of occasions. As we take a look at the starting lineup for Humber Lion, the number 1 keeper, their number 1 is back, Kadeem Davis, Kevon Isaacs in front of him, Levon Williams, Ricardo Campbell, Kevon Reed, Dwayne Holmes, Jermaine Christian, Hewan Gray, Francois Swaby, Ricardo Dennis, and Hugh Howell. Of course, their head coach is Donovan Ducky, still basking in that league win. And this is how they line up. 2 holding midfielders you see there. And we're just moments away from the kickoff here at the Tony Sporting Sports Complex. If you're just joining us, reminding you that this is the first leg semi-final in the Red Stripe Premier League. Monday Night Football. It's raining here at the Tony Sporting Sports Complex, and you see the teams meeting the referees. And again, we're just moments away from kickoff. You see Carl Terrell, he's the one who's going to be in charge of the game today. Carl Terrell will be assisted by Stacey and Grayson. Nicholas Anderson, O'Shane Nation will be the 4th official. This is a 29th meeting between the teams. Arnett Gardens, they do have the advantage with 11 wins. Humber Lion has 8. At home, the Junglists have lost just 2 of their 12 games against Humber Lion, winning 5 in the process. Let's take a look at the starting lineups once again. For Arnett Gardens in goal, Damian Hyatt in front of him, O'Neill Thompson, Visional Harris, Renee Lloyd, Marvin Morgan, Fabian Reed, Lennox Russell, Keneal Hyde, Jamar Martin, Javer Johnson, and Dasha Satchwell, of course, their head coach, Jerome Waite. And that's the Arnett Gardens team meeting in the rain, trying to G themselves up before the start. Humber Lion, Kadeem Davis is in goal. In front of him, Kevon Isaacs, Levon Williams, Ricardo Campbell, Kevon Reed, Dwayne Holmes, Jermaine Christian, Hewan Gray, Francois Swaby, Ricardo Dennis, and Hugh Howell. Of course, the head coach is Donovan Ducky.
Yes, Donald, I think the weather here tonight is going to make this game even more interesting, because both teams, you know, play with a lot of pace. Humber Lion mostly play on the counter, and this Arnett Garden team always try to move the ball and move it around quickly. So this is going to be a tricky encounter tonight with this additional condition in terms of the weather.
Who do you think it will favor, though? It's a very slick outfield right now, and of course it has a very good draining system, the Tony Sporting Sports Complex. You think that would favor the home team?
I think it's going to be a balanced encounter in terms of the weather, because both teams depends on speed in attack. Humber Lion normally try to do it counter-attackingly, and Arnett Gardens try to move the ball around quickly, get into their flanks players as quickly as possible. So, you know, I think the drainage system is quite good here, but the condition, the ball is going to slide along the surface, Donald. But I think it's going to be a balanced encounter tonight.
Would you have to tell your team something different when something like this happens in terms of rainfall and the slick pitch?
Schoolboy level, yes, but at this level, you know, these are professionals. They should learn to adapt and adjust to any conditions that they may face.
Well, the kickoff is underway here at the Tony Sporting Sports Complex. Finally, it's still raining here, but the players, I don't think they will be manning that at all. Kickoff is just about 15 minutes late, but we're on the way here, and it's Humber Lion trying to settle through Hugh Howell in the middle of the park. He's definitely going to be instrumental. He's one of the holding midfielders for Humber Lion. Him, as well as Kevon Isaacs, the 21-year-old former formerly of Manchester High School, who's gotten the starting nod from his coach ahead of one Andrew Vanti, who started the majority of the season and played over 25 matches. And just in the latter half of the season, Kevon Isaacs has really stepped up to the plate, and he's now a part of the lineup for Humber Lion.
I think he's a good choice, Donald, because he gives you that balance between attack and defense. You know, he can work box to box, he passes the ball well, he defends well, and he's a youngster who is just blooming for that extra push.
Humber Lion, you see that they have been pressing really early. Arnett Gardens trying to get an attack going now. Lennox Russell is on it. He's seeking some options. Decides to go down the byline, trying to get by one Huon Gray. It was always going to be difficult, as Ricardo Dennis was also helping out here, but it's as far as Renee Lloyd trying to get on the end of this one is Marvin Morgan, gets a throw.
I'm wondering though, Donald, if these players are wearing the correct footwear. You know, sometimes that is the problem in our local league, where these players think that playing with the six-stud shoes sometimes uncomfortable for them. But especially the defenders, you can't make silly mistakes, or you can slide in a game and cost your team, you know, 3 points, especially in a crucial time of the league like this.
You just saw Jerome Wade, the head coach of Arnett Gardens. This is Donovan Ducky, the man in charge over at Humber Lion. Will be pleased with the fact that he has won a title now, and that's a league title, and the league format of this RSPL, so he'll be pleased with that.
But I can bet you, you know, you want to go one more for the season.
This is what all the teams play for. Jamal Martin putting that one into touch. Arnett Gardens forced to do some defending. Lennox Russell back there working overtime. Renee Lloyd lost it, a chance. And Levon Williams, his shot was charged down. Visional Harris managed to work it on the sides, but Arnett Gardens are having some difficulty in their own defensive third just to clear their lines. They have to do some more defending now. Hugh Howell winning it, looking for some options. Finds one in Hugh and Gray. There are 3 players inside the box. It goes straight to the keeper, no problems there for Damian Hyatt. Kicks it out immediately. You can see that Humber Lion, they're really on the front foot in the early stages of this one.
Humber Lion team looking the sharper team so far, Dana. 2 or 3 steps ahead of this Arnett Garden team. They're pressing hard. They're moving off the ball when they should, when they have the ball. And so far, they're looking the better team.
Oh, the yellow card comes out. And Dwayne Holmes, it appears, has received that yellow card for Humber Lion. As it went in hard on Marvin Morgan there, challenge from behind.
Referee Tyrrell showing that he's in a no-nonsense mood. Is it his first caution? Less than 5 minutes in the encounter.
Yeah, could be crucial. It's a long free kick that's taken inside there. There's a whistle on the play. As Visional Harris was called for the foul there. It's going to be a free kick to Humber Lion. So early stages here. And the rain has stopped. So at least spectators will be pleased with that. How important will Visional Harris will be for Arnett Gardens today? That's the question, because he's their playmaker. Although he's playing right behind the striker in Lennox Russell, and Fabian Reed as well in front of him. So he has an integral role to play today. Jerome Waite not holding back at all.
As usual, this is Arnett, and especially when they've been guided by Jerome Waite, you know, they always go all out in attack. It's a team that always it seems as if they always say, try and outscore me if you want to beat me.
Jermaine Christian doing well on the far side, getting the throw for his team. Couldn't find Levon Williams there. Humberline on the attack. Cross played inside, looking for Francois Swaby. The Anigan's defense holding firm.
Surprisingly though, Donald, as you've been saying for the past 6 minutes though, is the Umberland team is pushing back this Arnett team back in their defensive area.
Of course, Humberland will be wanting to take the crowd out of the situations as we see change of footwear there.
That's a smart move, Donald, especially with your goalkeeper. You don't want to make a silly mistake in terms of playing hard-headed and not wearing the correct footwear. So that's a smart move there by Kadeen.
O'Neill Thompson, one of 3 defenders for Arnett Gardens, and Jerome Wade playing with 3 at the back. Again, very attack-minded. There's Kimar Daly. He was the MVP of the first semi-final yesterday in Clarendon, as his team holds the advantage heading into the second leg next week.
Played a very mature game yesterday, Donald. You know, he managed that game well for the UE team, and he was deserved the man of the match yesterday.
Fabian Reed on it now. Harris is running past him, but Reed decides to go on a little trek on his own, takes the shot himself. Showing ambition early on in this one.
A lot of ambition. But it's a semi-final game, Donald, so players will come out of their shell, so to speak, to express themselves.
He has scored 3 goals in the last couple of games, Fabian Reed, so his confidence is pretty high at the moment. Scored a double in Montego Bay. As Arnett Gardens recorded a second leg win. Jermaine Christian lost it and gets it back.
Harris slipped in the middle of the park there, Donald, and lost the ball.
With a clearance, and Hewan Gray manages to get the header on it. This is Levon Williams. We've seen quite a bit of slipping so far in the opening 10 minutes here. But the rain has left us, so probably it will dry off. Beautiful pass over to the right-hand side. Marvin Morgan will get there. 3 Arnett Gardens players waiting for the cross. Morgan taking his time. Now sends this one in. The keeper grabs it. There's another whistle on the play.
The referee.
It's offside. The flag waved over on the far side.
Especially in the middle of the park, Donald, where you have less grass. You know, it's going to be very tricky inside there in terms of slipping.
Hugh Howell. Not every day we see him fall to the turf or knocked over. He's a big unit.
Not only big, but firm. Normally he's the instigator.
Yeah, he usually is. Long ball center field and Swaby with the header.
He's not a player that you want to see getting free headers in the box, especially if you're an Arnett player or Arnett supporter, because he's very strong in the air, Donald.
Cumberland will come against Swaby, though lose his possession. Harris. Oh, Hugh Hall wasn't pleased with that call. It was Mike Henry, the chairman of Cumberland FC, looking on at the action. Probably would be a bit pleased with how his team has started. They have to do some defending now. And then it's Russell, always with pace on that left-hand side, takes the throw himself to Keneal Hyde, who's playing in a more advanced position today. Usually we see him in a withdrawn role on the left-hand side, but he's really up the pitch for this game. Not the best first touch from him, though. And Satchwell putting that one into touch. Kevon Isaacs with a challenge there on Fabian Reed. A bit of an argy-bargy there. Hugh and Gray involved with Visional Harris. And then also coming across, Jermaine Christian. Harris needs to calm down. That really wasn't necessary.
I always tell players I like to see the fight in the back of the goal, Donald. I don't like to see the fight on the field.
Well, he's hobbling away. And oh, he left the right boot up there. Studs very much showing, and Fabian Reed with a follow through connected there. This is Keneal Hyde with a free kick. Sends this one high. It's a good looking one. Cumberland defense clearing. Satchwell trying to get there for Arnett Gardens. And there's a whistle on the play. It's going to be a free kick to Cumberland midway their own half.
So far the game is settling nicely now. Arnett Gardens now coming at Cumberland. Cumberland going at Arnett Gardens. So far it's a balanced encounter. It's a very good game for the neutrals.
Satchwell on it now. Dasher Satchwell with the ball upfield. Marvin Morgan giving chase. With Ricardo Campbell back there. They probably handed him just a little bit too harshly. Marvin Morgan wondering exactly what's going on there, but Stacey and Grayson had already raised her flag, and after seeing this play, what happened there?
Morgan was going down and Campbell helped him to hit the floor a little bit faster. So it was a good call there by referee Grayson.
Marvin Morgan, one of 5 players inside the box for Arnett Gardens right now. Now there are 6 players inside the box for Arnett Gardens. This one is sent long. Heads go up. No problems here for Cumberland. They can't break, can they? Going on a maze run, looking for options, Dennis. The keeper coming out, although the flag goes up for offside.
I'm kind of disappointed with Isaacs though, because he was running, but he wasn't really checking his run. But that wasn't an offside though, Donald. That was a poor call at the end there.
Nicholas Anderson with the call there on this near side. Not sure exactly what he saw. The ball finding Marvin Morgan now. Morgan looking for some options as he twists and turns over on the far side and gets a throw for his team. It feels as if it's a battle of wills going on right now. Here comes Arnett Gardens with space, looking to buy a free kick.
One thing I must say though, Donald, Campbell need to be careful. I think he's coming in a little bit too aggressive in some simple tackles. Some tackles that is now an experienced player. I think he can approach those balls with some more experience instead of aggression. But he was by no fault. He did not foul the player there. But I'm just saying his approach sometimes is too aggressive.
Russell was trying to be smart there in putting himself between the player and the ball, and obviously looking to get the free kick. Didn't go in his favor though.
Probably it's because he know the type of player that he was approaching, so he was probably hoping to get fouled there.
Keneal Hyde wins the header, finds Lennox Russell, chips upfield to Harris. Harris is inside the box. The first touch wasn't the best one. Tried to get it under his control, but it just ran away from him a little bit.
Good defensive work though by Campbell. Donald showed strength and determination there, and also some amount of experience.
Harris knew that was a big opportunity there for him and his team. Up the line through Howell, trying to find Dennis. Satchwell gets the foul and the free kick. Hugh Howell was all over him like white on rice.
Sometimes I just can't understand though, Donald, the player's turn.
Oh, almost gave it up to Isaacs, who does well to try and win it back. Humberline with the possession, now sent wide inside to Dennis with the shot. Damien Hyatt saw it all the way.
That's what I was saying, Donald, that the player back was turned and you all will still go all over him to foul him. Poor effort at the end there by Dennis, but good football. Good quick sweeping football there by the Humberline team.
That was the first shot on target after some 20 minutes.
Most of the action is in the middle of the park. Not necessarily in goal mouth activities, but in the middle of the park.
Kadeem Davis back in goal. Suffered an ankle injury after making a brilliant save against Montego Bay United. Dennis with a theatrical clearance. Tries to do it again, this time with his right boot, didn't work. Harris trying to get by a couple of markers, can't. Howell coming away with it and then losing it. Arnett Gardens, can they capitalize? They recycle possession now. Long ball played upfield, beautifully worked. The shot from distance is just wide. Renee Lloyd letting fly with the right boot.
Good combination play there by Arnett Gardens. It was all one-touch football there in front of the goal. One thing missing there is a shot on target, Donald. It was good combination play there by the Arnett Garden team.
And wow, a smile from Jerome Waite. Must have been pleased with the last play. You don't often see that. And that was your first attempt on, well, that was your first goal attempt. Still wasn't a target, but first goal attempt. The rain is back with us here at the Tony Sporting Sports Complex. Sliding challenge from O'Neal Thompson. There's a whistle on the play though. It's going to be a free kick to Humberline. The yellow card may come out. No. Just a bit of a talking to O'Neal Thompson after he went in there wearing the captain's armband. Bigger Thompson.
The approach of the tackle also, Donald, was quite, you know, a talking point, because the player back was turned to Bigger Thompson goal. I was wondering why he even approached the ball such as that. 9 out of 10 times, Donald, if you make a tackle such as that, is going to be a foul.
Kevon Reed, the defender, has made his way inside the box for Humberline. Number of players lurking just outside as well. This one is sent inside. Headed clearance by O'Neal Thompson. And the shot in anger goes well wide.
That was a smart play. Let me explain why, Donald. If Isaac had lost that ball where he was, Arnett Garden would have counter-attacked the Humberline team in transition. So it's better for him to kick a ball at the goal and play can recycle, and they can come back in their defensive positions.
Well, he doesn't seem as if he want to get up. We have seen a lot of drama tonight, haven't we? And Russell.
Even before the game began, Donald.
There you go. Play continues. Kenil Hyde does well. Sends this one inside. Flicked on head at the back post to Marvin Morgan. Over the crossbar. Should have been on target.
Should have been on target, Donald. But if you could see on the replay though, you'll see Campbell coming in, and Campbell made it very difficult for Morgan. That's why Morgan had to take almost a shot on the second touch. But Campbell came in and basically blocked all the spaces on the floor. So only the aerial route, I think, he could have gone.
But what about that deft touch from Fabian Reed? It was brilliant to set up Morgan.
Brilliant touch by Fabian there.
Donovan Ducky probably would have had his heart in his mouth there after that opportunity. Almost lost it there, Francois Swaby, though. Couldn't capitalize. It's put into touch. Wasn't too pleased. Jabbar Johnson. Cross coming inside. Nice touch. Sent over to the right-hand side. Will Morgan get there? No, he won't. Not ahead of Ricardo Campbell at any rate, who does well. Here's Arnett Gardens again trying to press forward. Lennox Russell backing into the defender. And Hugh Hall goes down again. Dennis runs into some space, attracting a couple of defenders and the foul. The Arnett crowd doesn't like it. But that was his intention, to draw the foul.
Either draw the foul or they allow him to go on goal. Well,
because he was going.
The game is quite balanced so far, Donald. Even the fouls are quite close. 8 to Arnett, 7 to Humble Iron.
Damien Hyatt trying to organize his wall.
I can tell you though, Isaac, if he can catch this ball tonight, Donald, he have a bullet coming from that right leg.
Well, here's Isaacs from distance! What a save by Damien Hyatt! Ah, brilliant all round from the 21-year-old strike to the save by Arnett's number 1.
I told you, Donald, this boy Isaac, if he could catch this ball, he have a bullet coming from his good kick, good technique, and brilliant save there by Damien Hyatt.
And it was swerving.
Good football all round, Donald. Good football.
And it was swerving. Here's the corner kick. Hyatt punches it out, sends it back inside by Jermaine Christian. And Arnett again managing to clear. A lot of smoke inside the venue. Either they're jerking a lot of chicken or someone has a massive chillum pipe. Ducky probably would not be pleased with the fact that it's raining here at Arnett. He is suffering from the flu after all. Donovan Ducky trying to recover.
I can tell you, if his team should win this game, Donald, flu or no flu, he'll be celebrating.
Here's Christian trying to get by a couple of markers. Harris with the header. Spoke about Kevon Isaacs and how instrumental he has been in this team. He's leaving out one Andrew Vanzi out of the starting lineup, Maron.
For you to be starting over.
Well, here's Williams trying to get that one inside. Devon Williams, and it's cleared by the Arnett defense.
For you to get the nod over Vanzi, Donald, you must be doing something special on the training ground, especially at such a tender age. I think this is his second or third year in the Premier League.
The coaching staff likens him to Juan Conte of Chelsea. Here's Howell sending it wide. Hugh and Gray. Williams. Marvin Morgan, can he get there? No, he can't. Throw into from the line. We're going to the other direction now. From the line. Hugh Howell. Hugh and Gray. Sends a floater. Not a lot of persons in green to support. Renee Lloyd has been working really hard so far. Here he is on the ball. Harris with space inside the area, slips again. Before he could let fly, there was a deflection, was it? Yeah, they get a corner kick, but slipping at a crucial time there.
How crucial can it be, Donald, when you're not playing, when you're not wearing the correct footwear? But again, Donald, look at Dennis. As soon as Harris made the mistake, Dennis was there to capitalize. Good. Very good defending again there by Ricardo Dennis.
Yeah, to trap back there. And it guns with a corner kick.
Sorry, Ricardo Campbell.
This one is sent at the back post, looking for Keneal Hyde. Well, Keneal Hyde isn't made as one who would win a barge. He got the better of Francois Swaby there, and the foul went against him.
So he came in hard with his shoulder, and Hyde basically stood tall. The referee obliged. Francois Swaby gave him a free kick.
Oh, there's a free kick taken. And they are looking for Swaby. Harris on the ball. Fabian Reed. He's been on the turf quite a lot. And the referee giving the player final warning, I suspect.
The referee is telling him to play football, or he's going to give him an early shower.
Lloyd takes it short, finds Harris. Harris sends it inside, almost got through to Morgan. Interception made, and then the ambitious effort from distance. Well, he's apologizing, so let's leave it there. Satchwell really thought he could let fly into the top corner.
Satchwell is a player who spent some time in Clarendon. He played for Clarendon College in the Costa Cup, Donald. So he basically knows some of these players very well.
Picked up by Lennox Russell. Russell cuts inside. Can't shoot from there. Was always trying to guide it into the far corner, but there was not a lot of power behind it. And that was the issue there.
Very good idea, but poorly executed.
That was pretty close. Hyde on the ball. Lennox Russell to his left. Decides to go to Renee Lloyd. Harris tried to stretch to get that one, couldn't reach it. Cumberland, they just give up possession a little bit too easily there. Harris trying to play the give and go. And it's still with the possession. The ball chipped inside, too much on it for Lennox Russell to get on the end of it.
They're on different page, Donald. One wanted the ball 2 feet, but player Hyde wanted to put the ball in space. But just a little bit of patience is lacking in front of goal from the Arnett team. But slowly but surely they are coming back into this game in terms of attack, Donald.
Well, they've had the chances, haven't they? They just have been able to capitalize. All right, pretty comfortable at the back. Lloyd miscontrols. Isaac's now on it. Was fouled there.
Good play again by Isaac Donald. He didn't have any pass, but he basically hold the ball up, played smartly. And the Arnett Garden players basically helped him in getting a free kick.
Dennis striving to get the space, but gives up the possession. Marvin Morgan sends it inside. Lloyd trying to again find Fabian Reed. Swaby winning the header. Dennis couldn't get the better of Hyde on that occasion, who comes away with the possession pretty easily. He's had a rough night so far, Dennis, but he's been pretty okay. Harris. It's probably the first time tonight that he hasn't been allowed a lot of space.
That was the easiest call of the night, Donald.
It was Hugh Howell giving him the hanger as opposed to an embrace. Reginald Harris finds the turf again.
And this kick is going against him. The referee called for a free kick, saying that Harris was backing into the player.
First was his head, then it was his shoulder. Probably a combination of both. The free kick went against him. I'm not sure what that at all. I'm not sure what that call at all. But Carl Terrell is much closer, despite the fact that our cameras can zoom. O'Neal Thompson with a header. Arnett Gardens in particular, they've looked pretty solid at the back.
Well organized, you know, they're covering each other well. They're winning the 50-50 tackles. Lion on the other hand, though, Donald, surprisingly, you know, they are not as organized as I think they should be. But I know that Coach Ducky is a quite competent coach, so he basically addressed that in the halftime break. And hopefully they can come out more organized, covering each other, communicating even better in the second half.
Ricardo Campbell with the free kick. Arnett Gardens trying to break, but they won't be able to. Hewan, shot coming in from Hewan Gray. It was always going to go wide. Now here's Harris. Pass it forward. Big chance here. Almost. Just got away from him at the last minute, Fabian Reed. Morgan. They call him Mr. Man. Lays it off. Harris trying to turn and get by his marker. Was robbed of the ball by Howell, who is doing the box-to-box work as he gets the pass now and tries to lay it off to Christian. Back to Howell. Howell inside the box. Can Neil Hyde again with the shoulder barge? It's legal this time according to referee Carl Terrell, and Howell has to get to his feet.
Good sweeping counter-attacking football again by Humber Lion team, Donald. Good combination play, good one-touch, two-touch passes. But good defensive work by the Arnett Garden teams, recovering well.
Another green wave going forward. Gray trying to get by his marker. The referee Gray cannot believe the call at all. Wanted it to go in his favor initially or eventually, because he got up right away and wanted to continue the play. I'm not sure about that. He wanted to continue the play, and then the referee blew the whistle and called the foul against him.
I think it was a poor call again. I don't see Gray fouling the play. I didn't see an illegal play there by Gray. But
no, it's O'Neal Thompson who went in there hard.
it was just two players going desperately for the ball. I don't see a foul in that. High foot there by Harris.
You know, in regards to the previous play, it was really funny seeing the reaction from Hugh and Gray, because initially he was upset that the whistle blew, thinking that he didn't continue to play on.
I think he was going to get he was asking for the advantage.
Exactly. Well, that was pretty high, Harris. I got a Campbell in the way there.
Campbell is holding the top of his head, and Harris' foot did not reach that high.
Dennis gets there and then didn't. Nice touch there by Lennox Russell. And then it's booted into touch. Arnett Gardens trying to continue the play quickly, but they lose it. Dennis on it now. Plays it along the flank. Hugh Howell is wide. Plays it inside to Swaby. And the Swaby, his pass went awry there. And Howell was never going to get there.
Again, Donald, the idea was right.
There's again good movement there as Russell tried to get the better of Campbell. But here's Arnett Gardens once more. Morgan sends it across, the diving header from Reed. Probably just grazed his head there as he tried to direct that goalwards, but in the end, it wasn't fruitful for the Arnett Gardens team. Well, here's Marvin Morgan on the end of it. Sends it across. Big chance for Reed! Yes! He continues his goal-scoring form. Fabian Reed replicates it now in the semi-finals. The Junglists ahead inside the Tony Spalding Sport Complex. It's 1-0 Arnett Gardens.
Good goal there by Reed, but all that play, Donald, started from one Harris, who played a brilliant ball to Reed. Reed then played to Morgan, and Morgan smartly, Donald, pulled back the ball towards the penalty box, and it was expertly tucked in the back of the goal by Russell. Good goal there again by Fabian Reed.
Right place at the right time, the right man for the right moment. Fabian Reed is on fire.
What a time to concede a goal, Donald. What a time. Right on the brink of halftime.
You know, 50% of Arnett Gardens goals this season have either come 15 minutes before the halftime interval or 15 minutes before the full-time whistle. 50% of all their goals. That says something. They really do press as it goes towards any interval. And now they're trying to get a second. Marvin Morgan eating up space on the right-hand side. Gets by one. The challenge coming in. It's a clean challenge. But the crowd is alive now.
45. 46 minutes now. Free time over. Free time now. This can blow.
Swaby. That's the end of the first half. Arnett Gardens with the breakthrough. It's that man, Fabian Reed. That's his 4th goal in 3 matches. And I tell you, Arnett Gardens would have been ecstatic with the fact that they were able to go ahead. Fabian Reed with his 7th overall, his strike separating the teams. And Arnett Gardens with a pep in their step with the advantage after 45 minutes. Donovan Ducky's team has a lot to do come second half. How will they respond? Let's go downstairs to George Davis.
Thank you very much, Donald. So at the halftime break here between Arnett Gardens and Humberline here inside a jam-packed Tony Spalding Sports Complex. 1-0 to the hosts, courtesy of Fabian Reed. He has found his shooting boots in recent weeks and gives the hosts a 1-0 halftime lead. Much more to come after the break. We send you to that break now. Don't go anywhere. The action hot right here at Tony Spalding.
Welcome back to the Tony Spalding Sports Complex. Arnett Gardens leading Humberline by a 1-0. And it's that man again, Fabian Reed, has been on fire over the last 3 games, scoring his 4th goal in that sequence. And Arnett Gardens really pushing the tempo. That Reed trying his luck from early. After all, he's pretty confident. Humberline tried to respond. Francois Swaby with a header that went over the crossbar. The visitors had several other opportunities. This is Dennis. His shot was cuffed. It was an easy save for Damian Hyatt. Look at this move. But the end result there, just wide. Rene Lloyd on that occasion. Then Hyde sent this one inside. Marvin Morgan could not keep that one down. Would have been disappointed with that effort. Just wanted it to be under the crossbar. And then this free kick, fabulous effort from Kevon Isaacs, the 21-year-old, bringing out the best from Damian Hyatt, who had to punch it over. And here's Marvin Morgan setting up Fabian Reed. And Reed with his 7th goal this season, sending the crowd here inside the complex into rapture. Good spot from Morgan to find Reed. And Reed made no mistake. See the goal attempts, 3-2 in favor of Arnett Gardens. 2 on target for Humberline. The 1 on target for Arnett Gardens ended up being the goal. Quite a few fouls in this one. Arnett with 12, Humberline with 11. And you see possession there at the bottom of your screen. Humberline with 51%, just edging out Arnett Gardens with 49. Let's go downstairs to George Davis and Maron Gordon.
All right, so here we are. It is halftime in this match between Arnett Gardens and Humberline. The hosts 1-0 up, courtesy of Fabian Reed's late goal. All right, the halftime entertainment is well underway, but we're going to toss to a feature now on Humberline. They were the preliminary round champions. They earned the princely sum, $1 million.
When the lion roars, when the lion roars.
And there is the final whistle from referee Daniel Torchman. Humberland, emphatic winners.
A 4-0 thrashing of fellow title contenders Tivoli on the last day of the regular season was more than Humberland asked for as they celebrated after hearing great news coming out of the Spanish Town Prison Oval. UWI defeated 61 points and Jamaica $1 million. That's just under US 8,000. The prize to Humberland as regular season champions.
It's very important for us to have been the regular season champions. In itself, it's a league title and $1 million, so that would be history for us. It's a precedent that has never been set by anyone or any set of players.
It's really rewarding. It's a great feeling because it's something that the club has been working hard to accomplish. And this season, we worked very hard towards accomplishing that. So well done to the guys and congrats to the club.
Just a tremendous feeling, man, and we're just working towards the main objective right now. That is behind us right now.
We have 3 objectives. First objective was to win the league on points. We did that. The second objective is to get our CFU berth. So we want to be in the semi-finals, and we are in the semi-finals, so now we want to be in the finals to have our CFU berth. Then the next objective is to win the championship title.
How has this regular season title affected the club?
That's impacted the lives of us. We have more self-belief in terms of our functions day to day. It has affected us positively. We have more fun, we are more jovial, our communication is better. We have better unity amongst us. We feel like champions. And we always say one of our philosophies is that we have to feel it to exemplify that when we actually play. So I think it has impacted us in a positive way.
Confident boots, you know. We're recognized as one of the top clubs in the country, so it's a motivational factor for the club.
Togetherness, bring togetherness of the players to work even more harder to achieve the main objective again, which is the championship.
With the main objective in sight, they still have in the back of their minds past semi-final failures.
Really, truly, this is the 3rd time around, and honestly, I can't take a sad moment like that again. It's really sad and emotional feeling not winning the semi-final 2 years ago, two semi-finals ago, and we're really working hard and we're trying to correct all the mistakes and even focus more. We have a week camp that we're working towards, so we're making a different approach to it, and I think it's even better and it will work for the club.
The community of Effortville has historically been a volatile one, but not so much these days.
The community relationship between us is very good. We are invited in the schools to participate in a lot of functions with the school youths. We are their idols and they look up to us. So we use football as a tool to channel the community in the right way for the social development.
When football is playing, it's like holiday every day, every training session, you have people turn out. It means a lot to the community, and we know how much it means to the community and to Clarendon, and we want to pull it off for them. I think they deserve it.
And how would Effortville react if Humberland pull it off?
It would mean a lot. It would mean life-changing circumstances. If you walk through Effortville, the only thing they speak about is Humberland. So winning the championship would be very good for us. It would be an emotional feeling, and it would be also heart-rending, and it would be fulfilling for us to achieve that.
Well, we'd have a jolly good time. Everyone would be happy and just enjoy ourselves. Cherish the moment.
It never be a holiday in Clarendon. Every party like maybe every day for a month.
Humberland every time. Humberland is the finalist here. Cause we've got a journey to go.
All right, so back we are out of that Humberland feature. All right, so Meron Gordon is with me, and Meron, the goal was scored by Fabian Reed late in the first half, and you could see the goal coming because Arnold Gardens had the better of play.
Yes, surprisingly though, Donald, George,
yes.
the Humberland defenders just look like they're not into it tonight in terms of they're not covering each other well, they're not communicating with each other, and I think they could see the goal coming. That was good football all run by the Arnold Garden team. Good intelligent play though by Marvin.
All right, let's take us through the goal once again, because the goal, several touches involved. Visional Harris had a key part to play. The ball slipped out to Marvin Morgan from his station on the right. Excellent cutback, and Reed had a simple task.
It was a goal. You could see it coming, Donald. Ever since you saw Morgan with the ball, Morgan basically went down to the touchline, and you could see that he was going to pull back the ball. And Fabian Reed was right there to tuck the ball in the back of the goal.
You made the point that Humberland haven't been at the races, and they really need to step up in the second half, step up their intensity if they are to get back. We've not seen the real Humberland so far tonight.
I think the butterflies must be gone now, you know, and to concede a goal so late in the first half is always very detrimental to a game. But I know Donald Ducky is a competent coach. You know, this team is very experienced, and I know that they can come back and we can have a very good game here tonight.
All right, 1-0 at the halftime break. Arnett Gardens leading Humberland, and we send you away with the news that the second half action will be upon us real soon. Send you away with news that Arnett Gardens lead 1-0 over Humberland. The goal coming from Fabian Reed late in the first half. The second 45 minutes, moments away.
Welcome back to the Tony Spalding Sports Complex. Arnett Gardens leading Humberland by 1-0. We're moments away from the start of the second half before the half ended. As we take a look at the Humberland team just meeting before the second half gets underway. Mentioned that 50% of Arnett Gardens goals this season have either come 15 minutes before the halftime interval or 15 minutes before the final whistle. What do you make of that and the quality of this Arnett Gardens team?
Because they're so attacking, Donald, you know, they never stop running, and normally players, you know, go lapse in concentration, especially defenders in those time of the game. You know, I think they're basically playing for the whistle, and sometimes it can be detrimental for them.
That's Colonel Chinsu, formerly of Arnett Gardens and the Charles Smith Comprehensive. I guess you can consider him to be an Arnett Gardens legend for sure. But that was Kevin Pele-Wilson. I said Colonel Chinsu. It was actually Kevin Pele-Wilson. I did see Colonel Chinsu earlier today. Arnett Gardens here getting ready to kick off, and of course they'll be eager to make sure that they have the advantage heading into the second leg in Clarendon next week.
But Donald, one thing we must talk about though is the communication between the defenders in the Humberland backline.
O'Neill Thompson, hard clearance there, and it's a boot left in. O'Neill Thompson appears that he may need some attention from the bench. It was a follow through that got him. Of course, he was trying to make the clearance, and it was his left, what it was his right ankle apparently. Don't think there was full contact on it, probably just grazed him. There's Donovan Ducky. You know, 65% of Humber Lions goals this season have come in the second half. So it also speaks to what kind of team this is and how they press in that second half, and probably a little bit too lackadaisical as we saw in this game in this first half.
The space between each defender though was a bit wide for me, and I think that's what was the difference in terms of how this Arnett Gardens team could, you know, split their defense on many occasions.
Renee Lloyd giving up the throw there. Dwayne Holmes with a throw for Humberland. No changes have been made by either team. Arnett Gardens with the possession. I don't get the impression that Arnett Gardens believe that 1-0 is enough. I can't see this team holding on to that lead or try to just hold on to that lead for the remainder of this half. It's really not in their nature. Humberland will start again from the back. Beautiful movement here by Humberland. Still with the possession. Christian. Gray. Dennis. Sends this one inside. Looking for Francois Swaby. Williams looking for the throw and gets it. No. It goes in favor of the Gardens. As we see Woolery Wolf getting ready to come on.
That's a good, that could be a good interjection by the Humberland team though, Donald. In terms of creativity, because I think in the middle of the park they lack some of that. They're working hard, but those final ball in to the strikers, I think it's lacking. So I think that's a good move.
But who would you take out? Would you take out one of the holding midfielders? You're not going to take out Howell. I don't think you can take off Isaacs. Who would you take out?
Probably he's going to take out Christian.
Well, we're hearing from the sidelines that Ricardo Dennis is the one who's going to make way, and to be honest I find that a little bit surprising, unless Dennis probably has an injury,
because especially in the first half he was the one who was giving most of the offensive runs.
He was running and running. Even Dennis was unaware that he would have been taken off. And that's an interesting substitution with Wolf coming on for Dennis.
We also heard that Dennis got a knock in the first half, but I didn't see him limping by any chance.
And the look on his face that we saw just now, he didn't want to be substituted.
I think that was more of a tactical change than a forced change. But for me though, in the first half he was definitely the player that was doing some running.
Yeah, he was doing all the running. He really was. I don't think that he's happy at all. He wants to influence his game. But Coach Duki knows best.
I don't mind the player that came on.
But here's a corner kick. And not executed properly. Marvin Morgan picks it up, being held back. LeVon Williams. The culprit on this occasion, holding back Marvin Morgan. In the end, he just gets a couple of words from referee.
I think that's a battle to come for many years to come. if these two players stay in Jamaican play, because they are two young players in the Premier League and two players that we think will influence this league if they should stay in Jamaican play.
I do believe so. You are correct. Although at the same time, you wouldn't mind them going overseas getting the exposure, eh?
From yesterday.
Marvin Morgan, it's been a bit of a sad story for him though, because a lot of people expected him to go far. See him take the throw here. Needs a good cross inside, decides to lay it off. And it's just Martin sends this one inside to Lennox Russell. Has to go far to retrieve. Kenny Hyde up in support. And Harris was just sitting on his laurels there as he wanted the ball to come straight to him. It didn't. The foul there from Harris. Just capping off an all-round poor play from him just now, Reginald Harris.
They say big players live for big occasions, and I think Coach Duque, need a player to step up to this occasion tonight, if it's even a solo effort.
Well, here's this free kick sent inside. Swaby trying to get the header, but Neil Thompson is back there. David Hyatt playing with a few nerves as he took a while to hold on to that one.
After that match-winning save in the first half, though, I think his team is quite, I think they trust him with their lives basically now, Donald, because that free kick from Isaac in the first half was definitely heading in the back of the goal.
Yeah, it was going to be a postage stamp. Here's Howell on the ball. Gets by a marker. Well, because Dwayne Holmes was advancing on the left-hand side. Recycle once more from the line. Head on Reed. Gray back to Campbell. Ricardo Campbell looking for an outlet. Doesn't really find one. Has to go to his partner in crime at the back, Kevon Reed.
Sometimes you have to just be patient with the football down and play.
Reed sends it long. Hugh and Gray tries to keep it in play. The flag up on the far side. It's going to be a free kick to Humberline.
And with a player such as Woolery Wolf on the park, Donald, this can be a tricky ball to defend.
And he's the one who's marking across the number 11 for Humberline.
Anything around the box, I can tell you tonight, is going to be his.
Wants to be a good provider now as the Humberline players make their way in and around the penalty area. Five players inside the box for Humberline. Make it 6 now. This one is sent in at the back post. Anigan still trying to clear the own penalty area. Comes out to Williams. Marvin Morgan applying the pressure on Christian. Now it's back with Williams. A sliding challenge coming in from Dasha Satchwell. Throw into Humberline. Taken quickly. As we see the opportunity there for the visitors. And then the sliding challenge coming from Satchwell. And the Gardens trying to go the other way through their goal scorer in Fabian Reed. Gets the free kick.
Based on how this Honey Gardens players look, they are concentrating, Donald. You can see it by the way they are even looking at each other. The Humberline team, though, they need to get their teamwork going in terms of defensive and offensive work. Because so far they are not into this one in the second half.
Marvin Morgan sends this one high inside the area. Kenil Hyde trying to get on the end of it. More slipping and sliding here.
Especially in the middle of the park where you don't have a lot of grass in the area.
Fabian Reed being told to just cut it out as he held back Ricardo Campbell there. Hugh Howell has a couple of choice words with the referee as well.
Not a player who is afraid to speak his mind.
Ricardo Campbell with a free kick. Beautiful header inside to Woolery Wolf. Damien Hyatt had to be aware.
Good save. Good combination play though by Fabian Wolf. But I can tell you, Wolf is a player who probably wanted that on his left foot.
But he made that run and tried to put some power behind it. Could have gotten his 6th this season.
He's one of those players, though, Donald, that live for big occasions. He's not afraid in taking on responsibilities.
Jamar Martin doing well there. When does Jerome Waite shut down the game for Arnett Gardens? Do they ever do that?
I don't think they even know how to do that now. But one thing I can tell you, though, they can manage the game well if it really boils down to that.
Renee Lloyd on the ball. Lost it. Howell comes away with it. Wolf picks it up. Looking for options. Levon Williams being one. Williams looking for the give and go. Swaby was the intended target though. Recycled by Isaacs, picked up by Christian. Kieran Gray back to his defender, Kevon Reed. All the way back to Kadeem Davis, who probably has felt left out.
If Coach Ducky wants some creativity on his flanks though, Donald, I think he can think about one Ron Richards, who is available on his bench, who have a lot of pace and skill, and he also have an eye for goal, Donald. That will be a good option for him.
Here is Harris. Harris making his way inside the box. Still Harris! Yes, he's done it! Visional Harris! The little magician sends Arnett Gardens further ahead. The Tony Spalding Sports Complex erupts once more. Arnett Gardens 2, Humble Lion 0. Harris with his 2nd this season.
Donald, that is cynical defending at this level, but it was a very good solo effort there by Harris. Took up the ball halfway up in the Humble Lions half and basically walked the ball in the back of the goal. All the defenders were just escorting him right in the goal. That was very cynical defending there, but very good solo effort there by Harris. Arnett Gardens 2, Humble Lions 0.
Only twice this season has Humble Lion conceded more than 1 goal. A 3-3 draw with Portmore and a 3-2 win over Arnett Gardens. It's a long way away from 3-2.
One thing I can tell you though, Donald, if Humble Lion does not stop this bleeding now, I think they're basically going to shut the door on themselves for the second game, because if Arnett Gardens would go 3 goals up, it's going to be very hard for them to come back even at home.
Jamar Martin picks up the yellow card. For this play, holding back Levon Williams. Just to confirm the other card to Martin. Free kick for Humble Lion. It's a good one! Oh yes, they pulled the goal back! It's a neat finish. What a ball that was inside the area. And the Kevon Reed was the finish. And Humble Lion, they've pulled the goal back, and things have taken a turn for the worse now. Harris is involved, Swabe is involved. Wouldn't be surprised if I see a couple of cards being flashed here. He has to take control. The referee. Well, Jamar Martin will probably need to change his shirt. That's one. At the end of the day, it was Ricardo Campbell with the service. It was a beautiful delivery.
And a good goal by Kevin Reed.
Kevin Reed heading home that one as Carl Terrell speaks to Woolery Wolf. And the Onyx Gardens captain is also there, and O'Neill Thompson. No disciplinary action has been taken by the referee. Not yet anyway.
So far some good counseling is taking place.
Well, there has been a lot of counseling in this match, I can tell you that. And then things just came to a head on the field. Woolery Wolf trying to explain himself. The Humberland fans reenacting, I suppose.
One thing I can tell you though, Donald, it's game on.
Onyx Gardens 2, Humberland 1. Only 2 times before tonight, Humberland, they've conceded more than a goal. And in those matches, they didn't lose.
Isaacs is off and Mcintosh is on. Coach Duki is going for the kill. He took out a defensive midfielder and put in a striker.
Mcintosh, of course, played for Onyx Gardens last season, but he really has been around the league. We'll get back to that in just a moment as they try to get another attack going on at Gardens. This is Harris collecting this one deep. They will cycle it again. There's a new man, Gary Mcintosh. He also played at Waterhouse, Sporting Central Academy, Portmore United, and of course Reno at the very start of his Premier League career. Of course, that's where he's from, out west, having represented Grange Hill in the Costa Cup competition in the early 2000s. And already he's in the thick of things. He knows how to score against Onyx Gardens, mind you, the number 24 Humberland. So another free kick for Humberland. This one is sent in. Again, it's a good one. And Wolf trying to get on the end of that one. They're appealing for something, and the referee points for a goal kick.
Hyatt, I think, touched the ball though, Donald, at the last minute, and he looked very guilty after the ball went across the line.
Yeah, you're right. As they say in Jamaica, guilty as sin.
There you go, your goal scorer, Kevin Reed, coming up from the back to score for his team.
I think that was his first goal this season for the 28-year-old.
Former Denby High player.
Here's Satchwell thinking about shooting it from distance. Clattered into the chest of Ricardo Campbell. Here Mcintosh loses it. Morgan picks it up, gets by a couple of players. Morgan needs a good cross inside. Tackled from behind. Free kick on the Gardens.
Mcintosh doing too much with the ball though, Donald. You know, he just came on, he need to get in the pace of the game. Pass the ball around, move off the ball, and he gave away the ball silly, and also committed a silly foul there in a very dangerous position for his team to defend.
Visional Harris is going to be taken off in just a little while. They'll take this free kick first. Harris is one of 5 players inside the box for Arnett Gardens. This one is sent inside the back post. Satchwell puts it inside the area. Humberline defending. Woolery Wolf, was he fouled? He was. Free kick to Humberline. And now the change is going to be made by Arnett Gardens.
I think this is also a strange move, Donald, with Harris coming off, because I think he's having a good game.
Well, Jason Moore is getting ready to come on for Visional Harris. It is a little bit strange that, of course, Harris didn't want to come off at all. Well, this game has had everything except a red card. That could have been really bad for Francois Swaby.
And he's a player who always suffers from ankle injuries, Donald.
Lennox Russell, yellow carded there.
But when you take off a Harris off the field, though, Donald, you basically you cut off all your supplies, and that is very strange by Coach Waite.
Free kick taken. Arnett Gardens defending stubbornly. Crowd wants a foul called against Renee Lloyd. Jermaine Christian pleading his case. Kevon Reed's header.
No marking there. No player was marking Reed there, Donald. But it was a very good delivery though by Ricardo Campbell, captain of the Humberline team. So far he's having an excellent game. Defensively, he's organizing his team and working hard. And that also offensively, that was a very good delivery.
Woolery Wolf on the ball. Williams sends this one in. Arnett Gardens with 51% of the possession. Good back heel. Just didn't reach Fabian Reed in time. The goal scorer doing some good work at the back.
He's also having a solid game, Dana. It's just the space between the centre halves and the wing backs I'm really worried about. For some reason, they can't get that balance right.
Neil Thompson with a long kick upfield. Jason Moore. Well, he went to the turf, wanted a call, didn't get it. The referee pointed and said for a goal kick. It's been a strange evening. It really has been. Although he tried desperately there to buy a free kick. Didn't have enough change though.
Coach Terrell probably using a different currency.
They're holding back a little bit on it, Gardens. Not sending the number of players upfield. They're trying to hold on to that lead. Humberline sensing an opportunity to get an equalizer. Williams turns between a couple of defenders. Almost got the return ball from Woolry Wolf. And Gary McIntosh steps in. Now it's with Williams!
Corner.
There was a deflection there.
Arnett Gardens living dangerous, Donald, right on top of their 18-yard box. I'm telling you though, Donald, since Harris came off the park, Arnett Gardens basically, they don't have any midfield. The midfield came off the park with Harris.
That was probably Jerome Wade shutting the game down. Here's the corner kick at the back post.
Surprisingly though, they left Reed at the back. He was the one who basically hit the ball back into the box, Donald. He was the goal scorer. How can you not mark him?
Here's a corner kick again at the back post. Keeper coming out. It wasn't anywhere near it, Damian Hyatt. And as I take a look at the corner kick there, too much on it, and Hyatt couldn't get there.
Even though Donald Arnett tactically went defensively, I don't think, you know, mentally they really know how to, especially so easy.
Arnett Gardens on the attack. Hugh Howell doing well. He and Breas had a really busy game today. Arnett Gardens making another substitution. Lennox Russell is off. Kemal Malcolm is on.
And this is a player that if you need some life in your team, Donald, he can give you that in the blink of an eye.
In the two matches against Humberland this season, Kemal Malcolm has been on the score sheet for Arnett Gardens. Can he score one again tonight? Here they are on the attack. It's Malcolm. What a move! There are 3 players waiting for the ball inside the box.
That's what
Again, Humberline with stubborn defending.
That's what I'm saying, Donald. If you need a player to give you some life in your attack, that's definitely one to choose.
Electrifying in getting by a couple of defenders. Tried to get by Kevin Reed. Ron Richards is now on for Humberline. So they're really going all out, Humberline, in this first leg. Trying to get the equalizer, trying to get parity heading into that second leg next week.
I can see the reasoning behind the changes for the Humberline team, Donald. You know, Coach Dookie going back.
Morgan with a delightful ball inside to Fabian Reed. Wide of the target.
What a pass though by Morgan.
Delightful it really was. It really, really was.
And if it was one player you want to get that ball, it was Reed, because he's on form. Stubborn defending there by Ricardo Campbell.
Knew that he wasn't in total control, but that wasn't too far away. This one is floated inside. A big opportunity here! Hyatt denies Swaby.
So far, he's been the difference, Donald, for the scoreline. That is now 2 match winning saves, Donald. And he's a big candidate for man of the match so far.
Well, here's the corner kick. O'Neal Thompson proven to be a rock. Richards trying to win the header. Gary Mcintosh on it now. Mcintosh doesn't need any help. Tries to get by a third player. And Jamar Martin in the way. It was Richards who was trying to find Swaby. I think it was last touch off a defender, actually, as he tried to guide it further away from goal.
But it wasn't a smart play there by Captain Thompson. Basically gave the ball away in a dangerous position, Donald, and it almost cost his team. He should give goalkeeper Hyatt some of his paycheck at the end of the month.
The fourth corner kick for Humberline, sent high inside the box, headed down, and before it could cross the line, it's booted further into touch for a throw. Hugh Howell has been everywhere again. A bit of an argy-bargy there. Jamar Martin is involved. His shirt is already ripped, so right now he looks like an Elvis impersonator. I don't think that he has a change of shirt right now. But he really does have to be careful because he's been in the middle of everything.
Any more contact by him, Donald, I don't think he'll have any shirt.
I doubt it. So it's going to be a long throw taken by Humberline. Holmes trying to switch over to the right-hand side. There wasn't really anybody there in green. Malcolm stabs it forward. Oh, Fabian Reed. That was another big opportunity there, but he just couldn't control it.
The difference in this game for me tonight, though, Donald, so far, is Damian Hyatt. You know, those 2 saves that he made, Donald, I think is what made the difference for the game for me tonight.
Newton Sterling is warming up. Hugh Howell looking for options. That wasn't one. Renee Lloyd. Keneal Hyde. Back to Lloyd, almost.
Not often enough, Donald, we give credit to goalkeepers in terms of man of the match, but I'm telling you, those both saves for me is what made the difference so far in this game.
There's going to be a free kick in favor of Humberline. Long free kick. Looking for Gary Mcintosh. Damien High with a bit of gamesmanship there.
The strange thing about this 2-leg game, though, Donald, there's no away goal rule. So this will just count in aggregate.
Yeah. So the 1 goal not really that valuable for Humberline. Martin going all the way through. Finds Malcolm. Malcolm's shot deflected. Richards doing some defensive work. Oh, that was a late challenge there on Jason Moore.
I think that's a carded offense also, Donald. That looked really wild. Was sliding in.
From behind, oh my goodness.
And Tyrrell was right there.
Yeah, he was there. He's being very lenient today, Carl Tyrrell. Sterling is going to come on for Renee Lloyd, it appears. Or is it Satchwell? No, it is Renee Lloyd who's going to be coming off.
Key thing about it, Donald, you know, Coach Wade probably is approaching this game one of 2 ways. Either he's going for the kill, or he's going to put Sterling up there just for his mere presence and have everybody else drop behind the ball. But let us see.
Well, the free kick taken was straight in the wall. Let's confirm the substitution. Sterling on for Lloyd. Stabbed forward. Twisting, turning, looking for space, Fabian Reed. Couldn't find any. Sweeping challenge there coming in from Dwayne Holmes. Holmes needs to remember that his team is behind. So he really needs to get on with it. Richards. Sterling imposing, committing the foul.
That's what you call a big unit though, Donald.
Oh yes. 7 goals to his name.
And he also can help out in defense.
At the back, yeah.
Especially on it. They are not defending these balls very good from the start of the game.
Campbell sends this one high again. And the header on target from Mcintosh, who got the better of Sterling.
He outjumped
on that
Sterling.
occasion, yeah. I mean, he was back there to help out his defenders, Newton Sterling, and he was outjumped. Reed. Wolf. Side to Howell, back to Wolf. Back to Howell. Howell sends this one, looking for Richards, but Martin is back there as well. Plays it back to his keeper. Referee says play on. Howell. Swaby sends it across the face of the goal. It's a chance for Richards! Another save from Hyatt.
Told you, Donald, he's been the difference for Arnett Gardens tonight. This is his 3rd match-winning save.
He was going the wrong way. What a ball that was. And then to send it across the area, Richards moved speedily on it. Probably didn't connect it
I think
as well as he would have liked there.
I think Richards a bit late to Donald. He should have read that play earlier. It's only because of his mere speed why he got there.
Yeah, you're right. And when he did get there, just couldn't produce the power. So Damien Hyatt has indeed been the difference in this one. Adigans with a free kick. Sterling up there, gets a header on. Oh, and it's almost an own goal. Well, he scored at one end, almost did in the other.
Sterling flicking on the, Sterling is a hard player to mark, especially when he's doing offensive work. This is where Umberland need to concentrate though, because they just can't concede here.
Well, this is usually the time when Arnett Gardens score the goals. Sent inside, headed away at the near post. 5 minutes of stoppage time to be played. We're in it now.
This is what Arnett Gardens can do well though, Donald. They manage the game. Coach Duke there looking on with some amount of concern.
Reed. Hyde. You know, the real estate there. Sterling. Malcolm looking for the return ball from his former schoolmate at St. George's College, Marvin Morgan, who was harassed there, gets the free kick. It was always going to be difficult against Hugh Howell, I can tell you that. I don't think it was even a fair fight.
We'll never win.
We have seen quite a few today.
I don't think Marvin will win a physical fight against such a big man. But you'll never know. Sometimes the small axe will fall the big trees, Donald.
Humberline trying to set up with the wall. And you know that Hugh Howell has to be in that wall. Gary Mcintosh joins him. Kemal Malcolm behind this one, looking to take that one goalwards. And what's happening here? It's going to be a goal kick, or he has to take over the free kick? The yellow card comes out to Malcolm.
The referee told him to wait on the whistle.
Well, that's an interesting way to waste time. Of course, the referee will just add to the stoppage time. Sterling behind this. Moore behind this as well. Who will take it? It is Newton Sterling. Didn't catch it at all. Well, Dwayne Holmes was expecting someone on the right-hand side to collect. There's nobody there in green.
In terms of the scoreline, though, Donald, this is a good scoreline to go into the second game with. You know, even though Arne Garden is leading, they are leading with a slim margin. And this game can change drastically in the second game.
It could have been so much worse, though, after that second goal was scored by Arnett Gardens. The floodgates could have opened up. Humberline could have been rattled. And as we mentioned before, there is no away goals rule in the semi-final playoffs, so it really doesn't matter whether you score away from home or not. It still just counts as one, and then the winner on aggregate. And of course, if it's still tied up at the end of the second leg, you go to extra time, and if it's still tied up after extra time, you go to penalties. That's how it works in Jamaica. Moore doing some defending and gets a throw. Game petering out to its conclusion now. The Arnett Gardens fans pretty happy with what they've seen today. It's a slim advantage, but it isn't an advantage to take back to Clarendon.
I don't think the Humberland team came out, especially in the first half, Donald, in the way we normally see them. You know, they normally are a running team.
Well, that's the end of the first leg semi-final here at the Tony Spalding Sports Complex. And at the end of it, it's Arnett Gardens with the advantage heading into the second leg. Damian Hyatt had a superb night tonight, making at least 2 world-class saves to keep Arnett Gardens in it. Humberline tried, they had the opportunities. Fabian Reed came to the party once more for the Junglists, scoring his 7th goal this season, his 4th in 3 matches. Humberline would know that all is actually not lost. They still have a second leg to look forward to in Clarendon. And Donovan Ducky will be preparing his men ahead of that return leg. So after 90 minutes, Arnett Gardens with the advantage. Arnett Gardens 2, Humberline 1. As Arnett Gardens, some beautiful movement. Marvin Morgan turning it inside to Fabian Reed, who had a simple finish there. Marvin Morgan having a really good game, and Reed continuing his good form. And then they went 2-0 up. What a run that was from Visional Harris. That's his 2nd goal this season. Went through the Humberline defense like a knife through butter. It's just the 3rd time that they've conceded 2 goals in a match, Humberline. And Harris was ecstatic, but they would get a goal back. Levon Williams hauled and pulled there. The free kick taken from number 2 to 22. Campbell finding Kevon Reed, the 28-year-old, with his first goal this season, pulling one back for Humberline. And that's all she wrote after 90 minutes. Arnett Gardens 2, Humberline 1. We see the goal attempts. 6 for Humberline, 5 for Arnett Gardens, 6 on target for Humberline, 2 for Arnett Gardens. And those 2 on target proved to be the goals. A lot of fouls in this one. And at the bottom, you see there the possession. Arnett Gardens with 54% of the possession. Humberline with 46. Let's go downstairs to George Davis.
All right, so we are here with the the presentation party made up of myself and the assistant brand manager for Red Stripe, Rashima Kelly. The man of the match is Hyatt from the Arnett Gardens Football Club. And congratulations, sir. That's your award. And yeah, tell us about the game. You came up big for your team when it needed. 2-1 going to Clarendon. Fair result, you believe?
Yeah, it's a fair result, you know. 2-1 victory going to Clarendon. You know, one I think you have 2 complete goalkeepers, so you have to play A game at all time.
Damien, the team Arnett Gardens has had a transformation in recent weeks. You weren't playing so well over the course of the season, but you've been picking up as you got closer to the knockout round. Was that the plan, to start slowly and build towards this part of the season?
Yeah, and I think we tell the guys now, stay focused and just remain in a 6th position. You know, when they come on to semi-finals, it's Arnett Gardens.
Well, all the best to you. Don't go anywhere. Rashima has something to present to you as well.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Here is a gift certificate from Locker Room. And of course, a 1-liter Red Stripe for man of the match. Drink responsibly.
All right, Damien Hyatt there, the man of the match. He has also received something from our sponsor, Red Stripe. All right, Donovan Duki is the coach of Humberland. And I want to ask you this question, Donovan. Where was your team over the first 45 minutes?
I'll tell you this. Not because University of us in this one against Portmore. That doesn't say a lot for me. If you watch the game and analyze carefully, it should have been 7-2 in favor of Portmore. The format of the competition, we're not sharp. We get caught in transition, and it moved the ball slowly. We did not counter press. While we are the league champions on points, we were sharp. We're playing week in, week out. Now the 3-week break showed that the format doesn't make a lot of sense for us. And we struggled in the first half. We're non-existent. We didn't react good to the ball. We kept losing 50-50 ball, 70-30 in our favor. We react poorly. And I thought we did good to keep it to 2-1.
So you're saying that the first 45 minutes gave you back some rhythm that you would have lost by virtue of being inactive for 3 weeks. So at halftime, what did you say to your boys to get them up to the standard that you expected from the first half?
Well, what we did, I thought the changes influenced the game. Our reaction was poor, so we wanted to defend in possession. So we introduced Wolverine Wolf, where Christian went to the flank. Mcintosh, we had more possession. I thought we had more stability in the game then. But kudos to Arnett. They know how to win here. And they have won here. It's going to be our turn to win at home. The most important thing for us today is that we played.
You know, I'm going to be provocative, Donovan, and ask you, I've heard you in recent weeks lament the format of the competition. You are a man that's very meticulous in his preparation. You knew that the 3 weeks break would have put you at a disadvantage. How come your coaching staff didn't accommodate for the break and bring a sharp team here this evening?
Listen, and remember this. No practice games can simulate competitive games. All that you do in training is match related.
Yes.
It can never be 100%. So if they are playing week in, week out, competitive games, muscle is intelligent, and everything is muscle memory.
Yes.
And our muscle cannot remember anything good for the last 3 weeks, but they can. So the format, you can see the toll on both teams, University and us. University was more luckier. As I said, the most important thing today is that we played the game. And 2-1, not so bad. We can do well at home.
Finally, let me remind you of 2015. The first leg here, 1-1. The second leg at Effortville, 3-2 to Arnett Gardens. 2-1 going back to your camp next week. You're confident of a turnaround?
in football you have to be optimistic. But our form at home is good, and there can only be one result in the next game. And we can take some comfort in playing at our home. Today their crowd was brilliant. This is what football should be about. A lot of psychological pressure, mental pressure for us. We will do the same when we play at home.
Donovan, congratulations on getting here, finishing league champions, and all the best for the next leg.
Thank you very much.
Good. Donovan Ducky, the coach of Humberland there, speaking it candidly. That's the way he knows how to do. Another candid man is joining me at the moment, Jerome Wade. Jerome, 2-1 to your team. Job halfway done.
Yeah, definitely. I think the team has done extremely well today.
What were the keys to victory? You analyzed the Humberland team that finished champions of the regular season. Your team was building up to this part of the season. What did you know that you could do to hurt Humberland over the course of this game?
Well, you notice Arnett Garden is the best attacking team. We have scored the most goals. The Humberland team is the best defensive team. And they still concede more goal today. So we just have to continue to go forward and look some more goal. Today we should have scored even one more goal, but in the end we got two, and it was good enough.
Your goalkeeper was named our man of the match for some critical saves. How big do you think his performance was over the course of the 90 minutes?
Well, he's outstanding, and the work that he put in, right throughout the week, it really made a difference.
I've been speaking to you all season, asking you about when the true Arnett Gardens would stand up and be counted, when the true Arnett Gardens would emerge. Can you, well, you don't have to say anything. Does the result tonight prove that Arnett Gardens, the real Arnett Gardens, is here and playing football?
Well, definitely. And we have a lot more to offer before the season finishes.
All the best to you for the second leg. It's not done, it's only half-time, Coach.
All right, thanks.
Jerome Wade, the coach of Arnett Gardens. They are the 2-1 winners of the first leg of this second semi-final involving Humberland as well. Miron, it was a game of two halves for Humberland. Absent in the first half, they showed up in the second half. It was a competitive game in the second half, but Arnett Gardens much the stronger, and as Jerome Wade said, really they ought to be going to Edfordville with a more comfortable lead.
Yes, they should have tried and at least get a wider margin of lead, but such is the game. I think Humberland came back well in the second half. I think they were a bit match rusty in the first half. But, as I heard you spoke to Duki about planning meticulously, I think they should have gone somewhere. You have a lot of teams playing, especially in the second tier league here, having a league going on, get a practice game, keep these players sharp. These are professional players, and they must try and keep sharp.
Yeah, so Donovan Ducky cited that as his main bone of contention, the format not allowing his team the necessary match play to get them sharp for this game. All right, so 45, well, we're at halftime in this time. Based on what you've seen from Arnett Gardens, based on what you know Humberland can produce, and based on how Arnett Gardens, whatever factors considered, stopped Humberland from playing over the first half, do you think the Junglists have the advantage going to Clarendon, or do you think it's still dead even?
I think it's even, especially with the way I saw this Humberland team came out to play in the second half. If they can carry over this performance in Edfordville, with the crowd support that I think is going to be very big down there, I think they can pull it off.
And speaking of crowd support, what about the turnout tonight? This was fantastic. I've been going to Red Stripe Premier League games all season long. This by far the biggest crowd and most intense plugged-in crowd I've seen throughout the campaign.
Arnett Gardens is definitely a place of Monday Night Football. Every year they've been proving that. And I just want to say kudos, hats off to them. This community love football, and whenever Arnett Gardens is playing well, they always come out to watch.
All right, well, on behalf of Miron Gordon, Donald Oliver, our lead commentator, and our hardworking production team, we send you away from the Tony Spalding Sports Complex with news. Arnett Gardens 2-1 over Humberland this evening in this first leg semi-final. It's only half-time in the tie, though, as the second leg
Premier League. I miss one bag of gold medal pan me now. Red stripe alone champion boy go. Man up pour them a singing anthem. Red stripe, watch out. Band shall I be the forward boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy score. Every goal when I run from boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy now. Pop down we run the marathon boy. Them wish I never made it that the champion boy fan. Now man I done a songsters boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy. Yeah.